It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Rams.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
He was taken down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Back to throw, Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's second down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And able to find Conley. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to Chris Conley.
A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 44 yards.
Jacksonville.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked up on the left hooker, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. first down. They'll start out with Akers. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll run here with Akers. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Again, the ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Akers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. He's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Akers. And some room to run now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From the 10, 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Brown. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a
Well,
yard.
big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now a run with Akers. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here's Akers. They try and run. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and
he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1-7. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and tried.
It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
27, Leonard Fournette.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Mayfield looks to throw.
And 7.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
To Leonard Fournette.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to D.D. Westbrook. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
To number 12,
D.D. Westbrook. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Rams 7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Down at the 28-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the give, this is Akers. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On the handoff, it's Akers. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
1st and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a give. Akers running left. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. You'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach? And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Odell Beckham Jr. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the 24, Goff, blitz coming, and down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield now. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And so they're into it over. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. LaVisca Chenault with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
The gain on the play leads to 2nd
and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Akers, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 5.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. Airing it out deep for Woods. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Westbrook now on the return. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. The throw complete to Cam Akers. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Right down the middle. Back now here on EA Sports. Where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. The pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down throw from Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Mayfield on first down. This is caught, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mayfield with it once more. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Second and goal from the 1. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Mayfield to throw it this time. And it is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now a handoff here to his running back.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is gone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Goff now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jared Wilson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Jaguars.
Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Jacksonville.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
As he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Gone. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Eluding the pressure right. That pressure gets to him again. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It's 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Mayfield. The open man is Westbrook. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Final score, Jaguars 57.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.